The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman volleyball coach Dave Franklin, I'm Michael Watchung, and this is the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman sweeps Queens in the regular season finale. And Coach, we talked at the beginning of the year that the hope for this group was to hit their stride at the end of the season. How did everything come together here in the final game of the regular year?
The way we wanted it to. There's still always going to be areas to improve, but we came out with great energy, great passion. We stuck the course. We got down in the first two sets. The basics of volleyball, hit the ball in bounds, serve the ball in bounds, kind of eluded us early in the sets, but we executed it late in the sets, which I'd rather do it late than early, hopefully for the whole set. But we had a whole week of preparation, and we track whether we win or lose practice each day this week, and we went 3-1 on the week. And it showed last night and even tonight, and we were able to execute at high levels. We defended well. We blocked relatively well. We still have our slip-ups, but it was really exciting to just watch them start to come into their own and just be, for us being relatively young, we're starting to look experienced, like we can handle these moments, we can execute in these environments, and so proud coaching staff we are for sure.
Some of those moments, you're falling behind in the first set, you're falling behind in the second set, you have to burn some early timeouts. What was the message to your team early on in those sets?
First set was about, can we execute in this environment? You could tell that for what we executed last night, tonight, we were a little winded in those timeouts. The energy and the intensity of the match, the emotions were at an all-time high for them, knowing what was on the line and the goals that they had set for themselves. And so it was just kind of trying to calm them down and get them to understand, okay, learn to do it in this environment. If you think you're hitting it too hard or too easy, hit it easier. We're still hitting it out of bounds. And they were able to adjust. Second set was, we just did it in the first set. We just got to hit the ball in bounds, serve the ball in bounds, and we're going to run from this team. That's what we proved. And so they were able to do that, and that's all on them. That's being athletes. And so excited to watch them grow. I kept challenging them, and they rose to the challenge.
You mentioned that handling some of the environments. Well, there's a lot at stake in this game. Potentially a home match, a regional competition in the NCAA playoffs. How do you think that your team handled some of that pressure, having known basically for the last week that the season could come down to this match?
Awesome. I mean, they handled it well all week. We like I said, we were focused in practice. The practice we lost, we look a little tired, and the girls talked about that. They've gotten really good at being honest with each other, before and after practice, and you could tell the energy was just about, let's go do this. It wasn't nervous. They did well, like we talked about, celebrating the moment of like, this is going to be so much fun, win, lose, or draw. And I think that was big for them, and it helped them be able to be confident in the environment and then learn how to execute, and they were able to do it quick enough. So it was fun to watch and watch and prepared. Hopefully that's what they learn and carry over as we get into next week and maybe even 2 weeks from now.
Queens women's soccer team showed up tonight, brought a little bit of an atmosphere, but your crowd responded. What did it mean to have such a nice showing here on Saturday?
Oh, it's huge. Saturday matches usually in our conference are tough to find a crowd. And I think senior weekend helped us. We had a lot of fans. Student section came out, and they were getting into it. So when we went on runs, we got to keep the momentum, or if we were down, they never stopped cheering us on. And so that's the comforts of home. And so it was great that we got to experience that. And we hope the crowd comes out and helps us Tuesday night.
Coach, thanks for the time. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
He's Carson-Newman volleyball coach Dave Franklin after the Eagles sweep Queens. I'm Michael Watchung, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.